Hey guys, it's Heather from Cookies for Breakfast here with the week 16 baby number 2 pregnancy update vlog. I'm also filming with a friend over here like I did last week. So hopefully maybe it will go more smoothly than last week. So let's see. I have all my notes on my phone. On the top of the list, and we kind of freaked out that I have not been feeling like a whole lot of movement. I feel like I should be at this point. Minus that weird churning feeling, which I'm still skeptical if that's actually the baby or not. I don't know. Here comes trouble. Like I have that weird churning, and I've been getting it a lot less, although I only felt it when I was laying on my stomach at night. And I've been trying to do that less just because it was getting really uncomfortable with all the churning. You want to say hi? No? Okay. Well, you can't see. You have to wave in front of the camera. All right, we'll work on it. Anyway, I was getting uncomfortable to sleep on my stomach because the churning feeling was so intense. So I'm kind of sleeping on my stomach, but like propped up a little bit, or on my side, so I haven't been feeling it that much. But even when I'm on my stomach, I don't really feel it. So I haven't really been getting that as much, and I haven't been getting any other kind of sensation either, really. There's been a couple of times where I felt a few things, and I'm like, oh, that could be it, but I'm not sure. But definitely nothing consistent. Now, I didn't feel anything with Benjamin for a very long time, until like the outer range of normal. But I had, I think it was called the anterior placenta, which means it was in the front. And I guess it's normally in the back. So because it was in the front, all of the kicking feeling had to go through that and through everything else in order for me to feel it. So I didn't feel it until he was much bigger. So I don't know if I have it again. They haven't said anything, although they didn't say anything with him either, I think until a 20-week appointment. So anyway, I don't know. It's been kind of concerning. It's just kind of strange that I haven't really felt a whole lot of anything yet. But maybe that will change. Headaches still have been a big problem. I just came back from the grocery store and bought a bunch of gluten-free stuff, mostly for him. It's so expensive. It's ridiculous. I'm going to try to manage on my own for me without eating a lot of the actual, gluten-free bread and all that stuff. I'm just going to try to avoid that. So I don't know. Well, today I've been like completely gluten-free for a day. So I don't know. I don't expect to feel anything immediately, but I'm hoping that might help with the headaches. I have no idea. So we'll try that experiment for a couple weeks, see what happens. See if his eczema clears up. Is that funny? You should keep your mouth closed when you chew. Gotta learn some manners. Derek and I had our weekend away in Maine this past weekend, so we just got back yesterday. It was amazing. It was such a fun experience. Everything was just like perfect. Even like it was rainy the day we got there. It was rainy the day we left, but it still was fun. The day that we were there on Saturday all day was like the perfect day to go to the beach. Went to the beach for a while. Napped on the beach. I read a bunch of my book, which I would show you, but it's in the closet. I don't have it right now. I Instagrammed a picture of it. You guys have to read it. It's called Do Chocolate Lovers Have Sweeter Babies? It's amazing. It's so incredible, like really fascinating. It's all about the science of pregnancy. And if you have ever been pregnant, if you have kids, if you know you want to have kids, if you're pregnant now, get the book and read it because it's so incredible. It's all about epigenetics, which there's a lot of epigenetics research in books and materials that are kind of scary. It basically explains like how all the choices we make affect the baby, even like it's really hard for me to explain now. My brain's a little fried. It's been a long day. So say you eat a certain food when you're pregnant, that can impact your baby. It can even impact your grandchildren based on that. Like how all the choices that you make when you're pregnant and even before that impact the baby, change like the DNA, change how the cells work, all that. But what I really like about it is that it's a lot of the epigenetics books and things that I've seen before really freak you out and make you feel like you're doing a terrible job, and you're like, oh my god, if I don't eat this, this, and this, my kid is going to be screwed. But this is just, it's very lighthearted, and it doesn't make you feel bad about doing anything, but it just has a lot of really interesting information that explains every kind of pregnancy symptom, why Like, if you have severe morning sickness, why healthy foods may sound terrible to you, why lettuce and proteins just sound disgusting to you. It's because that it has a higher risk of making you sick and doing damage to the baby. Even though you would think, it's a little counterintuitive, you would think that you would want to be eating the most nutritious foods possible in the very, very early stages of the pregnancy. Actually, the morning sickness can often make you crave processed carby type foods that are not the most nutritious, but they're also super safe. Like, you're not going to get any kind of strange food poisoning or any kind of a bug or a worm or anything like that. So it just explains so much cool stuff. So I read that on the beach. We did that. What else? For the weight gain, I have that actually on my list. Up until last week, it was 2 pounds, and I weighed myself on Friday before we left for the weekend, and it was still 2 pounds total. I didn't weigh myself this morning, which I wanted to do because Derek doesn't believe that it's only 2 pounds, especially because I look so big. And over the weekend, I really popped out even more. So I did weigh myself this afternoon, but that was after I like to weigh myself in the morning, and that's so it's consistent. So this afternoon, after I had already been eating, after I was wearing like full clothes and everything, plus it was the afternoon, which is not when I normally weigh myself, it was 3 pounds. So I'll check again tomorrow morning and see what it is. But still, I think that's kind of crazy. I still don't understand how I'm this big looking and it's only 3 pounds. Like, if I were you and watching this, I would be calling me a liar. Like, I feel like something, like, there's just no way that this could be possibly true. But that's what the scale says, so I don't know. What else? I actually have been not entirely turned off by hot coffee. Still grosses me out when I think about it, but I can tolerate it. So I actually, starting last week, I think, when Benjamin, I don't have any coffee in the morning. I wait until Benjamin has his nap, it's like later on in the morning, usually 10:30, 11. And when he goes to take a nap, I've been skipping my nap, having coffee, doing blog stuff, getting stuff done, which has been really nice. It hasn't been grossing me out too much. Like, when I think about hot coffee, I am grossed out. But when I actually have it in the right way, there's a lot of, I can't have it black. It has to have a certain kind of creamer. I can't have just regular cream because that's just gross to me. It has to have like some kind of a flavored creamer. So it's prepared the right way, I can handle it. Don't touch that, please. You're going to break it, okay? Thank you. You want to play with that? Why don't you take that? Okay? Go ahead. So that's exciting. Last week, my mom and I took Benjamin to a local fair. That was fun. We did that. I am excited because my next midwife appointment is already here. It's coming up next week, I think on Monday or Tuesday, so I'm excited for that. Have not as many questions as last time, but just a couple, so we'll see. And that will also confirm or deny the weight gain. We'll see what that is. What else? On the way home from our trip, we, because my parents had Benjamin, so it was easier to meet them. Derek went home, and I went home with my parents. We met them halfway, which is actually like at our new house. So we stopped by the new house, saw that. I think they're going to be putting the shingles on this week for the roof, so that's exciting. It was just cool to see everything, see like all the walls inside and what everything's going to look like, which is still really hard for me to envision, but that was cool. It was neat to see everything. I still don't really believe that it's going to be done in 2 months, but that's what the guy says, and we're giving him a bonus to finish on time, so hoping that it'll be ready because I've just had it. I've been having a lot of C-section scar pain, like a lot. It's been getting worse every week, and this past week it was not good. So if I'm like sitting for a long time, like usually at night when I'm watching TV and I get up to go to the bathroom, that's when it's the worst, or in the morning when I get up. But sometimes like just going up the stairs, just moving, like just hurts. So I think things have been stretching a lot, which makes sense because, like I said, over the weekend I really got a lot bigger. So and there was a period, I think it was like late last week, and this is gonna sound really ridiculous, but it actually really hit me that we're having a baby, like another one. Like, it's just been kind of this abstract thing. that I haven't really been thinking about. Obviously, I'm thinking about it because I'm like doing vlogs and talking about it, going to appointments, but it hasn't really set in that it's actually real. So I had like a momentary like thought process last week where it actually really hit me. Thinking about how everything's gonna change, just being really excited to like have like a little baby around again, because that's really like my favorite phase. When they're just tiny like that and they can't complain, they can't talk back, and they can't get into trouble. They just are there and you just love them. It's just nice. So I don't know, I'm kind of excited to have that. And I guess that's it. I think that is pretty much it. Just checking the list. That's it for week 16. I'll do one of these. See that? Holy moly. Yikes. Seriously, I look like somebody who's probably like 30 weeks pregnant. Honestly, I'm pretty convinced. So call me a liar if you will, but my scale says 3 pounds. Possibly even less than that because that was a later weigh. So we'll see. We get a more accurate read tomorrow morning. So that's it for now, and I will see you next week. Bye.